If you are a parent and you got children under the age of 9, I want you to listen to me very carefully, because if you understand what I'm about to teach you today, you will be shaping your child's life for the ultimate success, and your children will live a happy, successful life. Now, as a relationship hypnotherapist, I have helped several clients remove their trauma bond or relationship blockages to help them attract their desired relationship through my high value love identity program. Now, the way my program works is it helps them remove their relationship trauma so that they're able to attract their desired relationship, but it also helps them to attract financial abundance, the professional success that they are looking for. And my secret to all of that is, in my high value love identity program, I help them remove their father wound, their mother wound, the childhood conditioning that they went through by their parents. Now, I want you to understand how I do this so that you are able to understand that what you need to do with your children so that you can program them for the successful life that you desire. Now, the very first thing I want you to understand is, as a relationship hypnotherapist, I can tell you something about your role in their life. That is, parents are the neurological god for the children. Even if they consciously deny that, I want you to understand this. To their subconscious mind, you are gods. The reason their subconscious mind accepts you as God is because the subconscious mind understands that you gave birth to them. And if you can create life, you must be God. That's how the subconscious mind understands you as parents, as their God. Now, I want you to also understand this. This is one of the biggest reasons that a compliment from the parent can completely shift a child's life, and a criticism from the parent can completely destroy a child's life. And this is why whatever our parents say to us holds such high value for our subconscious mind. So I want you to first of all understand, you are the neurological god for your children. That means whatever you do, whatever you say, however you treat them has a very dynamic effect on their subconscious mind, and it shapes their entire future. Now, the second thing I want to focus on is to help you understand as fathers and mothers, because each of you has a very distinct role in their childhood. Now, when we talk about childhood, I am often referring to the ages of 1 to 9. The reason we are talking about ages 1 to 9 and not beyond that is because between the ages of 1 to 9, our subconscious mind is highly suggestible, and it is trying to understand what reality is. And it learns about reality through our neurological gods, that is, our parents. So whatever happens between the ages of 1 to 9 determines the sort of reality that we live in. And understand whatever happens between the ages of 1 to 9 establishes a pattern for our future adult life. With regards to the romantic relationship that we attract, the sort of financial abundance we attract, the sort of professional life we attract, everything that we attract in our adult life goes back to our childhood. Now, each of the parents has a very different role, and how their emotional connection with the child helps them develop is in different ways. Now, first, let's talk about the father. You see, the emotional connection of a father with the child between the ages of 1 to 9 helps the child develop 5 masculine traits. Now, these 5 traits are self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-respect, and sense of identity. Now, I want you to understand that if in between the ages of 1 to 9, you do not have a good relationship with your child, all these 5 traits that I just mentioned will not be balanced inside their subconscious mind. They can either be in excess or they can be in deficit. And wherever they are, whatever feeling that they become very familiar with, either the lacking of these 5 traits or the excess of these 5 traits, is what they will keep attracting in their reality, in their adult life. That means if they have a lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-respect, and lack of sense of identity, they will keep attracting relationship where their partner might not value them, might not respect them, might make them doubt who they are, or might make them feel less confident about who they are. And these kind of children often end up attracting narcissistic partners in their adult life, because a narcissist would make them feel lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-respect, and lack of sense of identity. So as a father, you have a very important role in your child's life. I have had clients who came to me who had a severe case of attracting these toxic narcissistic partners in their life. And when we got inside their subconscious mind to remove the father wound, the sort of events that came out from their subconscious mind might sound very petty, but for the child, that was very important. Such as one of my clients, when she came to me, she had a very severe case of attracting these emotionally unavailable narcissistic partners. And in her mind, when we located the father wound, it wasn't that much of a big deal, but for the child, it was very, very severe. Such as she went to a supermarket with her dad, and for some reason, she got lost. Now, in that moment, when she got lost, she started crying. She panicked. She was searching for her father, and she was running around trying to locate her father, but she couldn't. Now, in that one moment, she lost all her self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, self-respect, and sense of identity. And she was chasing someone. That one moment became so crucial for her subconscious mind that she ended up attracting partners who were an exact reflection of that one moment from her childhood. Do you understand how fragile a child's subconscious mind is? Now, I know her father didn't do that on purpose, but I want you to understand this is how fragile a child's subconscious mind is. All it takes is one moment that completely changes the trajectory of their life. Now, let's talk about the mother so that we can then start establishing what you need to do. You see, a mother also helps a child. The emotional connection of a mother helps the child develop 5 traits inside their personality or their subconscious mind. Now, these 5 traits are empathy, expression of love, nurturing, creativity, and spirituality. Now, these traits are considered as feminine traits, and if a child's relationship with their mother wasn't good, or if there was even one single moment in their life where they felt neglected or emotionally disconnected from their mother, these 5 traits will either be in excess or in deficit. And wherever they are, they become familiar with either the lacking or the excess of these traits. And whatever they are familiar with is the sort of experiences that they will keep attracting in their adult life. Now, why does this happen? You see, our subconscious mind works on familiarity. That means whatever we felt familiar with between the ages of 1 to 9, either it was good or either it was bad, it will keep attracting those kind of relationships, people, places into our life, because that is something our subconscious mind is familiar with, even if it is not good for us. That's how our subconscious mind works. Even if they consciously desire to not live the version of reality that they are living, they will subconsciously keep attracting those kind of circumstances into their reality. So as a relationship hypnotherapist, what I can tell you is the combination of the father wound or father's influence with the mother's influence or the mother wound determines the sort of partners that they are going to attract in their adult life. And your relationship with your partner and how you have that sort of chemistry with your partner and how your children observe that chemistry will also determine the sort of relationship that they feel is quite normal. Now, if you have a toxic relationship with your wife or with your husband and your children observe that this is the sort of relationship that my parents are living, they will feel it's normal to have such kind of relationship. And they will develop a pattern where they will either follow the father's pattern or the mother's pattern. So I want you to understand that your relationship with your partner also determines and adds a layer to the sort of relationship or the behavior that they will tolerate in their adult life relationships. Now, what can you do as a parent to ensure that your children live a healthy, successful life? For this, I want you to also understand that the sort of beliefs that you hold on to and the sort of beliefs that you transfer to your children is what decides what kind of life they are going to live. Now, I have seen a lot of the parents, and I've come across a lot of the clients who had parents who were fan of tough love. Now, if you are someone who's giving your child tough love, I would beg you to stop. It's not going to serve them in any way. If you are giving them tough love, trust me on something. They will end up attracting partners or relationships, or they will struggle in their professional life where they will be subject to tough love, because that's what you have conditioned them with. And if you transfer any kind of limiting beliefs inside their subconscious mind, they will accept that belief as an absolute version of their reality. And whatever we believe in, our subconscious mind will not deviate away from that belief. However, where a lot of the parents sort of do not understand how they play a crucial role in their child's life in attracting abundance into their life is, parents would often talk about how hard it is to earn money, and they want to transfer that belief inside their child's subconscious mind. Sometimes they would be talking about how expensive everything is. Sometimes they would be trying to educate their child by letting them know that how much they have spent on them. You see, each and everything that you tell your child with regards to finance is also conditioning your child to understand what kind of relationship they can have with money. Now, if you tell them money is hard to earn, or if you cry about money in front of them, if you talk about how expensive everything is, if you talk about how hard it is to earn money, all these are beliefs that are being programmed inside their subconscious mind. And they will end up living the same version of reality where they are struggling to make the ends meet. So I want you to understand, even if you are struggling financially, whenever you talk to your children, talk about how easy it is to make money. Now, in my life, what happened is when I removed my money blockage. Now, for a good amount of my 20s, I struggled with finances. I had a lot of startups, nothing worked out. And I had a sort of relationship with money where I felt like it is hard to get and I need to work hard to get it. But once I became an instant healing hypnotherapist and a relationship hypnotherapist, and I realized that I have a bad relationship with money. So I went inside my subconscious mind to locate what was the event that started this money blockage. And to my surprise, the moment that popped up was with regards to my father telling me how much money he has spent on my education, and that I should be very grateful towards him because money is hard to earn. Now, here's something I want you to understand with regard to this one single moment. Since in this moment, it was my father and he was giving me the belief that money is hard to earn, my subconscious mind took that. And since it's the father, the lacking of money ended up making me feel lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-respect and sense of identity. I felt lost without money. And the more I tried to get money, I just couldn't, because I was familiar with lacking of these 5 father-related traits. And my self-worth was tied to money. If I had more money, I would feel like, yes, I have higher self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-respect, and sense of identity. And if I didn't, I would feel like I'm lacking all 5 of those. So what I did as an instant healing hypnotherapist is I removed the influence of that one moment from my subconscious mind. The moment I did that, soon after that, it took me like 6 months or something, and I started attracting money. My professional life took a big jump. I started attracting big money. I realized that my worth is defined by my own self-worth. And the more self-worth I had, the more I started attracting more money. I became successful in my professional life. I started attracting a lot of financial abundance. And all of that was because I changed that one moment where my father transferred his limiting belief inside my subconscious mind. Now, to give you another perspective, some of my clients who had a lot of financial abundance in their life, just for the research purpose, I went inside their subconscious mind to identify what is that one moment that is leading them towards all this financial abundance. So I took them inside their subconscious mind and I tried to identify where can I locate this financial abundance. And a lot of them came up with a certain memory from their childhood where either their father or mother had a lot of money and they felt like money was easy to earn. And for some of them, it was that their parents said that earning money is easy. And for some of them, it was a particular moment from their childhood where they were able to enjoy the luxuries of life and they realized money is easy to earn. Luxury is easy to earn. Now, you see, the sort of experience that they lived through within their childhood determined the financial abundance in their life. So, as a parent, I would highly recommend you that when you are talking to your child, talk about how easy it is to earn money. Do not talk about your struggles. Do not talk about how hard it is for you to make the ends meet, because if you do that, you are programming their subconscious mind to live the same version of reality as yourself. So do not do that. Now, the third thing that I want you to reflect on is, in their childhood, I want you to talk to them about what healthy relationship is, how to hold on to your self-worth, self-esteem, and what is an ideal partner. And when you're talking about ideal partner, make sure you're not transferring your limiting belief inside of them. Even if you feel like love is hard to find, all men are blah, 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 all women are blah, 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 do not talk about that. If you speak about the bad sides of relationship, they will keep attracting the bad version of relationship. So I want you to talk about how healthy relationships are. Expose them towards content or experiences where they can experience healthy relationships. I want you to introduce them to the concept of healthy relationships, because if you introduce them to the concept of healthy relationship and how healthy relationships are, their subconscious mind will accept that belief and it will attract that into their adult life. Now, lastly, what I want you to understand is beliefs require no facts. They require absolutely no facts. So that means you can hold on to a belief that is neither proven nor it can be validated, but yet it will play out in a person's life. So what I want you to do is, since a child's subconscious mind is so fragile, it will accept any kind of belief. How about you give them a positive belief, no matter how delusional it is. Make them feel like they are Superman. Make them feel like they are Wonder Woman. Whatever you want. As long as the belief is positive and it will have a positive influence on their life, give it to them. Keep making them feel like, yes, they can. Yes, they are that particular person who attracts all of this easily into their life because they were just born special. Because remember, you are the neurological God. Whatever you say will be easily programmed inside their subconscious mind. So how about you give them delusional, maybe, but give them positive beliefs about who they are. Because whatever they will believe in through you, they will live the same version of reality. So in essence, you are writing the fate of your child between the ages of 1 to 9 by your actions and the way you communicate with them and how you emotionally bond with them. So understand the significance of your role and responsibility in their life, because as a relationship hypnotherapist, that's what I do. I am helping people remove their father wound, mother wound, and the damage that their parents did. So all I have to say is, with all this experience that I have, I'm trying to help you understand the importance of the role that you're playing in your child's life. And if you play your role right, your children will have a healthy, successful life. And I can promise you that. My name is Ax. I'm a relationship hypnotherapist, and I help people remove their father wound, their mother wound through my high value love identity program. And this is what my take is on how parenting should be done. You may agree or not agree with me. Leave your opinion in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Up until then, stay happy, stay blessed, and keep healing. Bye-bye.